Hey Jack and Jills, this is Epic Botch here bringing you another episode of Kotor. In the last episode we did stuff, hi Lena, including talking to Lena. And in this episode we're going to not do stuff. Instead we're actually going to head into the Ebon and talk to all of our crewmates. All of our party members, I should say. Just kind of catch up on all of that stuff, because there's a lot of backstory with each character. Like we know with Mission, we found out about where her brother is.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about your brother,
Don't
Mission.
tell me you believe Lena's lies. Griff
Yes.
might be working as a miner on Tatooine, but the rest of her story is Bantha Poodoo. You can't trust someone like her. At least Griff's
Why
free of
not?
her clutches. I'd like to go speak to the Circa Corp rep on Tatooine if we have time. Maybe I can arrange to see my brother again.
I think we'll have time for that. That sounds
I just
good.
hope he's not in any kind of trouble when we do.
Dun dun dun! He might be. Who knows? Oh, I wish it was easy to just click off my power-ups. Hey Candrace, what do you have to say?
Want?
That was gruff. I want you to tell me, regale me with some stories, Candrace.
You want to hear tales of my exploits?
Yes.
Of the wars I've seen and fought, the enemies
Yes.
I've seen die by my hand?
Yes.
Sure, I'll humor you. My
Yes.
name's Candaris, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people, it is the honor
old,
and glory
Candaris.
of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes.
Okay, so is that why you attacked us?
The Sith came to us with an offer. To fight a worthy enemy in a battle that would be remembered forever. Win or lose, as long as the fight is worthy, then honor is gained. The glory at having triumphed over impossible odds is what drives us. If there's nothing at stake, your possessions, your life, your world, then the battle's meaningless. We Mandalore take everything we are and throw it into battle. It's the true test of yourself. The battle against death. Against oblivion.
Okay, I can see that philosophy, but I don't necessarily understand it or want it for myself. And actually, the thing that I find most interesting about this is that Candaris said the Sith came to him. I guess the Sith have always existed, because the last 5 years, or 5 years ago, were the Mandalorian Wars, and then like 40 or 50 years before that, there were, I can't remember his name, Exar Kun? I think that's who it was. Anyways, he started some Sith Wars, but my understanding was that he died, so, like, I guess there was Sith in between, and there has to be at least one? I'm not sure about that. But it's just interesting that's like, who in the Sith came and talked to the Mandalorians to say, hey, let's do this. Anyways, so what are you doing now then?
The days of combat and glory and cheating death at every turn seem to be over now. I take what I can. Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans
That's
as
what you
they
think.
were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle, and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this. We've got work to do, so let's get to it.
Fair enough. Candrace, you'll like it with us. We'll be in battles all the time. All the frickin' time. Hey, Juhani.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before in the Grove.
Okay,
It
why?
was wrong of me.
I appreciate you apologizing. I mean, it takes a big person to do that, even if it's not needed.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
You really don't have to worry about it. I do forgive you.
Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me, even though I tried to take your life. I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
To be honest, I'd be a lot more offended and probably a lot less forgiving if you knew me really well and then tried to kill me. I mean, look at me. I'm amazing. Alrighty. Let's... okay, that's just telling us how to use the computer. I know how to use it. We're good. Bastila, what do you have to say? I want to talk about that dream.
It was less of a dream and more of a vision. A vision
That's
the two
true.
of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not.
Well, I really don't understand why we shared this
Are
vision.
you wondering why we shared the vision? Or why we even received it in the first place? To the
Yes.
first, I can only repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked. And for two as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to a near-physical bond. As to the second, I truly don't have an answer for you. The Force works as it will, and perhaps we should be grateful for what we've been given.
But how did they become fated? Or fates become linked?
I don't know. Believe me, I certainly don't find the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion.
Ouch! Oh man. We need to be rushed to the burn burn unit.
Please, forgive me. I did not mean to imply that you were repulsive in any sense of the word.
Sure you
That
didn't.
we shared something so personal is just not something I'm used to.
Okay, that's fair. For the moment, that's
As
all
you
I want
wish.
to know.
We really should return our thoughts to business anyway.
All business, no pleasure. Alright, Karth,
Yes,
what do you
what's
have
on
to
your
say
mind?
about anything? I want to talk about what we talked about before.
I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Too bad! Let's see, I think you owe me an explanation,
Listen,
Karth.
sister, just because we're working together doesn't mean you get to go badger me with constant questions.
I'm pretty sure it does. I mean, I am a Jedi.
Blast it if you aren't the most frustrating woman to talk to. Isn't there someone else you can harass for a little while?
Nope. You're the only person that I am going to harass.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that one. I wasn't born yesterday, you know.
I think that right there tells us that Karth has been married before. And you say I'm frustrating.
What, me? What did I do?
Oof. Oh man, that's pretty rich. Where have you been?
Okay, I give up. You win. Look, I suppose I could use someone to talk to. I'm just not used to it, and I don't know why you're so interested, but here goes. When
'Cause
knew
I
all the
like
men who
you.
betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
You do say that name like I should know it. It is a first name and not a surname, so what?
You don't. I thought everyone did. But Admiral Saul Kareth is the commander of the entire Sith
You
fleet.
should have said
He's
Kareth.
half the reason Malik has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again.
You didn't think that he would betray the Republic?
Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
Really? Do you really, really, really believe that?
I don't know, maybe. He might have killed me if I tried, or I might have killed him. I was stupid, however, and I let him go. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
Well, Karth, hindsight's 20/20, so I don't know why you... anyways, So that's all of it then?
No, it's not. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Right now. We will talk about it later, Garth. Just not right now. Alright, Basila, you had another option. I want to talk to you about something that's bothering you.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
Doesn't the bond mean I need to be with you?
Necessary, perhaps, but it is no guarantee of our success. I admit, I'm a little disturbed that such a bond could be possible in the first place. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Don't worry, these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
I'm a hut in a human form, plotting to overthrow. I want to be so smart, smarty pants, but I'll be honest.
Good. On which planet were you born?
I'm a Wookiee. Nah. Although in the Star Wars universe, I haven't really heard of this one before.
Excellent. Your current age is?
I don't even know what my current age is.
Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you. This was a test for me to learn more about your character.
That's very manipulative of you.
You were honest, which is good. And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies. It is not to be taken lightly. But I imagine you've had enough questions for a while. So many things have happened to you since Taurus. It's probably a lot for you to absorb. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
Alright, Jack and Jills. That's pretty much it for now. I mean, we could talk to some of the other people, like T3 and Zalbar, but for the moment they don't really have much to say, so I'm gonna call it an episode here. Before I go, though, I want to ask you guys, do you like this with the talking to all the crew members and our teammates? Is it better for me to just go ahead and lump all of it together in one episode, or would you guys prefer to see it kind of just whenever it pops up as we're going out and about, since I will be trying to rotate all the characters? I think the reason why I've gone with this for the moment is because it doesn't break up the continuity of the story too much, and sometimes the dialogue takes a while to get through and it's more than I expect. But I really do want to hear your guys' thoughts on this, so go ahead and leave some comments down below. But for today, that's going to be it. In the next episode, I do plan on going to Tatooine, and I will see you guys then. Alright, I hope you all have a wonderful day, Jack and Jills.